Welcome back to Feel Better Boot Camp. Tonight we're going to talk about faith. I myself consider myself an agnostic. I believe there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but there's something there that occasionally has a role in life. Whether you're Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, Jewish, anything, you need to have faith in your life. If you don't have faith, then you're empty. And that's the best way to put it. Even if you don't believe in God and you don't want to believe that there's something there, that's okay. That's your decision. But to say I have zero faith means that you're going to be depressed. So, here's a story. A long time ago, I was at home and I had a knock on the door, and it was from Jehovah's Witness, and most people just turn them away. But I opted to listen to what she had to say and acknowledge that she herself had faith. Now, she was trying to push Jesus Christ onto me, and I did grow up in a Catholic church. I went to catechism. I did all of that. For 13 years, I decided for myself that it wasn't for me. When she had this conversation with me, she asked me, when something goes wrong, how do you deal with it? And I said, I rely on myself. And she said, well, don't you have faith? And I said, well, I have faith in myself. If my car breaks down, God and Jesus aren't going to fix it. I'll fix it myself. If I get sick, faith itself is not going to bring me back to good health. It's going to be the doctors. And it's going to be my support system of peers. And she thought that that was an inadequate answer, but it's not. You see, everybody has faith, and everybody has their own way of viewing things. If another person wants to pray to God because I'm sick, that's how they cope with it. If another person wants to believe that the doctor's going to save me, that's how they cope with it. And the end of the story is that you have to believe in something, whether it's yourself, whether it's God, whether it's Buddha, Islam. I don't know all of the gods' names, but Islam and everybody else. You have to believe in something, and you have to have faith that the world keeps turning, the sun comes up the next day, and in the end, everything works out itself. And that is the best way to overcome anxiety. If you're anxious about anything, you don't want to go to work, you don't want to talk to somebody, you're having a hard time with anything in life and you're getting anxious over it, you have to have faith that it's going to be okay. It's only one day. The next day brings something new. And if you don't like the word faith because it's too religious for you, you can bring it down to physics. The world keeps turning, and life is just a duration of time. So if you're anxious about something, it's only a duration of time before that item is done. If you don't want to go to work, it's only 8 hours. And then when you're done, or it might not be 8 hours for you, but you get the idea. Go, do your time, and the time itself will come to where you get to go home again. And I went through a part in my life where I didn't get along with my boss. Extreme hatred. And I don't use the word lightly because I don't believe that. I feel that hate is thrown around too easily. But extreme hatred for my boss put me in a foul mindset to where I didn't want to go to work, and I brought it home with me. So the part that brought me comfort was that I would go, and eventually, because of physics, the day would end. And then I would get to go home. and I would start feeling better. And that is the best way to overcome anxiety, is just to believe that the world keeps turning, hour by hour, minute by minute, second by second. There's nothing you can do to control it. And that might make you anxious in its statement itself, because we have no control over time. But that's just something you have to live with. I'm kind of prattling on now, but today's task is to try and retrieve your faith and look into your inner self, see what you truly believe in, embrace it, and move forward. And I hope you guys have a good evening, and I will talk to you later.